Hello and welcome to the Aid Station. I'm Chris Robb, and today I'm hugely excited to be heading to a country that I really love, which is Austria. We're going to a town called Bregenz to meet Günter Ernst, who's the race director of the Three Countries Marathon. I love Austria because it was where I learned to ski probably 35 years ago. Beautiful country. Wonderful to meet you, Günter. Thanks for making the time.
Wonderful to meet you too. Hi, Chris.
Hi. And as always, just love to start by getting a little bit of your background. You've got a really interesting story of a business on one side and being race director of the three countries. So just a bit, how did you come to be in that?
Uh, my business, usually I came from tennis. I was a tennis teacher, but right now have a sports medicine laboratory in Bregenz, and I have a lot of professional athletes and amateur athletes. I test the people and see how fit they are, and I tell them what they can do that they become better and fitter. And a lot of people, different sports, running, triathlon, soccer, and tennis. And it's the one job. And the other job is the race director from the Three Country Marathon. It's a nice marathon over three countries: Germany, Austria, Switzerland. And I organize a lot of small races, but my main business is the sports medicine. And I love to run. My best marathon time was 2:32 years ago, but I love to run and run 4 or 5 times a week. So yeah, that's me.
Wow, that sounds wonderful. So another person whose job is their passion, which is something that I find quite common on the aid station with the people that I meet. And I would imagine absolutely beautiful countryside. I'm assuming that the three countries marathon is probably fairly challenging with the three countries that you've named and the location. How much
Yeah.
elevation do the runners run through during the period of the
So
marathon?
we are totally flat. So we are
Okay.
running around the Lake Constance.
Uh-huh.
So we start on the island in Lindau in Germany,
Uh-huh.
and we have 20 meters elevation. So it's really fast and it's nice.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got that one completely wrong. I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful though.
But it's
Yeah.
not a mountain race. It's really flat.
Yeah. Wonderful. Oh, that sounds great. And so, I mean, what's life been like? You were talking about your event is usually in October, but your words were at the moment it's on, but obviously everyone across the world's had challenges during COVID. What have some of the things that have been happening? What's life been like in Austria? There's been a lockdown or?
Now it's everything open. The only thing is in the official transport system, we need the mask. But now it's totally, yeah, it's good. So we have not a lot of people they have COVID-19. So it's life when you go on the sea on the lake. The people sometimes are wondering that COVID-19 was never here. So hopefully it's like this the next weeks or months that we can organize in October. So by time we are on, the race is on, but the people cannot take a shower after the race. So we had to make some, yeah, different changes, but right now we are on.
Wow, that sounds great. And during the lockdown, or during when many countries were locked down, was there a lockdown in Austria? Were you in a
Yeah,
position where
we had
you?
a lockdown. We had a lockdown, but we didn't have to stay the whole day inside, and the police watched them outside. So actually, for me, was my office was closed
Mhm.
totally, so I have no income. But I go for running, and I go outside with a space between. So with my son, in family, with the families was allowed to go outside together, otherwise not. And the stores was closed, so the first week, but then it's still more open and open. yeah, right now it's okay. It's good.
Yeah. So how long have you been back at work for?
I finished at March 10 and start at May the 1st.
Wow, so
That's
that's a
2 months.
significant
Yeah.
impact on your business. And I'm assuming from an event perspective that all events during that period were cancelled. Are
Uh,
there events started already, or you're waiting for the first events to happen?
the smaller events, they start already,
Uh-huh.
but they have to make sure that they start in waves. So between 100 and 200 people, they have to make sure that a little bit space between. So yeah, it's okay. It works.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's great. And you were saying your event is 10,000 people normally. So have there been quite a lot of challenges around planning that? Or I mean, again, particularly across 3 countries, I'm guessing you
Yeah.
work with a lot of different authorities. There's probably rules that are different from country to country. What are some of the challenges you've had to overcome with the planning for that, Gunter?
Yeah. We have to make sure that Germany is on. Right now, we can do it. We had a meeting yesterday, and we have to talk with Switzerland. And every country, we have different, from the government, different things to do. But now everything is settled, and when the numbers are like this right now, then it's on. But it's every day in Switzerland, this goes a little bit up, and in Germany, so it's a little bit difficult. We'll
Yeah. And
see what's happening.
have you opened entries already?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we are 30% behind the numbers from the last year right now.
30% behind. And I'm assuming that a race like that, people come from all over Europe. It's quite an international flavor, or is it mostly from those
Yeah,
three
we
countries?
are we are because of the 3 countries. We have people from all over the world,
Yeah.
and of course, the people. Some people cannot travel, so it will be Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the main people this year. So, yeah, I think people from all over the world will not sign up right now. They will wait a little bit longer.
Yeah. And I guess from a challenge perspective, being 30% down, if you don't make up those numbers, I guess that has some economic impact. You have sponsors that are still supporting
Yeah.
despite the fact, or you have government support as well?
Yeah, we have, because our marathon, from we organize it. Actually, the 10 people we are in the committee, we are organize it for free. Yeah,
Okay.
and nobody get paid. So when we have to cancel the race, it's for my heart. It will be terrible, of course, but it for the business is not that bad when we cannot do the race. Of course, the sponsors, we have to pay the money back, or yeah, different things to do. But yeah, I hope we can organize it and we can do it. And of course, when we have not so many people, then the motion and it's not the same. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure and then these are the things that we're seeing, events all over the world with small
Yeah.
amounts of numbers. But I think, one of the things I've been saying, it's great to have events because those all produce case
Yeah.
studies that we can all learn from. And that's the thing, the more we have, even if they're small events of 1,000 or 2,000, or, hopefully you get close to your numbers, we can all learn, and it helps the industry to come back in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of, it sounds really like logistically challenging, even in good times, to put on an event that's across 3 different countries. How does that work? I mean, as the runners cross one border, you obviously have different police taking over your escort vehicles and all that kind of thing. Do you use the same vehicles for the whole race, or as you go into one country, things change over and your police and so on?
No, the border to Germany is no problem. So, of course, we have to send them the list with all runners, yeah,
Yeah.
for the race. But the runners, they didn't need a passport, so they can go through. And a little bit difficult is the border to Switzerland. So on time they have controlling the whole year. So there's a police officer or officer to check the passport. And for the race, the border is open.
Hmm.
And of course, we have to send them all names and all peoples. And we are 2.5 kilometers in Switzerland. So
Wow.
they are very quick again, back again.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it sounds absolutely fascinating. So it sounds quite an amazing
yeah,
event. Absolutely wonderful. So one of the things I like to speak about is leadership, and clearly you're a leader as a race director of the event, and you know, it would seem that from a leadership in COVID times that there's been
yeah.
some good leadership in Austria in terms of managing it. Do you have any kind of leadership principles that you follow, or any leadership tips that you'd like to share with people that are watching?
Yes, so leadership. Uh, I have not a team. I'm my own in my business. I'm my own, so I have
Yeah.
to organize myself. And yeah, and sometimes when you have times like this, you have to have the yeah to have to change the your brain says this and your feeling says this. So and sometimes you have to go this way or this way. And in times with this, with COVID, I think you have to think about new stuff and new ways to go. And yeah, not to focus.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you go in the small way. And otherwise, when you have a good feeling, change direction and take another opportunity. So and when you have a leadership, when you have from sport, when you have to lead a team, and I think when you're a company or a business right now, the team is very important. So you should take the team in your decisions, and with the team, make the team strong. And when the team is strong, then the company and the business will be strong. That's what I've learned from my sport the
Yeah, no,
last.
that makes perfect sense. And you said, you know, when you're on your own, you have to look at different ideas and where you go. I mean,
Yeah.
in those 2 months when your business was closed, was there anything that you were able to do to kind of earn money? Were you doing consultations online or anything like that, or did you just say, hey, this is a time to spend time with my family, enjoy these things? It's an opportunity that's been given to do something different, or did you create some new products within your business?
Yeah, because I go to the office, I go to the computer, I think about new products. I think about new because when a sportsman comes to me, makes the test, then he gets some papers for me. So and I think about new graphic things, and of course I had more time for my family. And yeah, of course it's bad from the money.
Yeah.
Other side is was good to have more time, think about things and see what can happen in times like this. So and I think when you are a runner or when you make sports, and then you can react better.
Yeah.
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 And so I hope that every people around the world make sports and move and train the body, then your decisions are yeah, easier. And you are getting not so fast in a stress situation, I think.
Yeah, it's a great point, and I think it's one of the things I'm hearing from all over the world. So many more people running, so many more people
Yeah.
cycling, and hopefully that will stay and will benefit our industry and obviously the health and well-being of countries and cities as we move forward. Your event sounds, as I say, amazing event, and I'm sure you've seen many inspirational stories, and with the athletes that you've worked with, is there
Yeah.
one inspiring story that you'd like to share with people that are watching, please?
Yeah, not a story, but a lot of people came to me, and of course there are people they have too much weight. So last people was 160, yeah, kilos.
Yeah.
And he told me, I want to go for a marathon in 2 years. And I think, poor, okay. And then we make the plan and start with training. And the people was so strong. Every week he came, and we get lower and lower. And at the end of the day, it was 95. Yeah, and he was really happy, and he will run the marathon in October. So hopefully, hopefully we can organize them, and he can finish. And people like him shows me what you can reach when you want.
Yeah.
So COVID, some people, some companies or I know a lot of people, they have nothing right now. So they have to
Yeah.
start from zero.
Mm.
But I think it's just money. When you are strong and when you want, you can, yeah, you can handle it. And
Wow.
yeah,
That,
we'll
that's
see.
an that's an incredible story, and you know, again, just wonderful to see. Sometimes people, the world we live in these days, looks for this shorten everything, instant kind of gratification. And here's someone, and you've put in a plan and guided him that it's a 2-year plan to get to an
Yeah.
amazing destination. That's a wonderful story. Well, yeah, I hope for his sake and for yours that he makes it and you're able to have the event. It sounds incredible. Gunter, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. I've learned plenty, as I always do on each of these, and I really thank you for your time. And hopefully one day I'll get back to
Yeah,
Austria again and
sure.
come and see or participate in your event. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's really nice. So you're welcome.
Thank you so much. All the very best.
Thank you.
Bye
All the
bye.
best.
Bye.
Bye.